I'm going to open the March 1st, 2022 meeting of the East Long Meadow Planning Board. Those members in attendance are George Kingston, Jonathan Torsha, Cassandra Cherisuelo, myself, Russell Denver, and we're joined by Nina Fazio from the Office of Community or from Planning and Community Development. So I'm required by Mass General Law to ask if there's anyone in the audience who might be recording this meeting. And if so, would you please raise your Zoom hand and you can be brought into the meeting and you can identify yourself and let us know the method in which you are recording the meeting. Hearing
So
none.
there's a hand, but
Okay.
I'm not sure that it's because that person is recording. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
False alarm.
So I'm going to ask the individual who might have raised their hand, if indeed you are want to enter the meeting, to inform us that you are recording the meeting method you are, would you please raise your hand again, your Zoom hand, and we'll bring you into the meeting. And now I don't see anybody. Oh, hold on.
I see a hand.
I don't see a hand. Okay. So approval of the minutes. I believe the last date was February 15th. So hopefully people have an opportunity to review the minutes of the February 15th, 2022 meeting. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved, George.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the meeting minutes of February 15, 2022. By roll call, Ms. Cherisuelo,
Aye.
Mr. Torsha,
Aye.
Mr. Kingston,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. So that matter passes. First item, Mr. Torsha.
Yes, so A&R case number 1, A&R 2022-1, request by applicant for the endorsement of a plan believed not to require subdivision approval under subdivision control law for the creation of one new parcel, A&R Lot 3, a 32,559 plus or minus square foot lot, and remaining land from 43 South Bend Lane, assessor's parcel ID 54-6-0, located in the Residence A zoning district. Applicant Marlene Goldstein, 43 South Bend Lane, East Long Meadow, MA.
Good evening, Mr. Smith.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
I'm well, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so it's pretty standard A&R. Creating a lot on South Bend that meets the frontage and square footage in the zone, and the last frontage lot that they'll be creating there.
So just for people who might watch this later. So last year we did a preliminary subdivision, approval. And to the best of my knowledge, all of the lots were, if you came in off Route 83, you had that side road, I think, is that Van Dyke? No, it's not Van Dyke.
South Bend. You come
It
in
is
off
South
of
Bend?
83 to South Bend, yes.
Oh, okay. So this is on the south. So this is on South Bend.
On South Bend, frontage on South Bend. Yeah, it's
Okay.
an existing public way, yes.
Okay, all right, okay. Questions for Mr. Smith from anybody? Hearing none. So can I have a motion to endorse this A&R?
So moved, George.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none on endorsing this A&R. By roll call, Mr. Torsha,
Aye. Sorry, my apologies.
Ms. Cherisuelo,
Aye.
Mr. Kingston,
Aye.
and I'm a yes as well. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Yep, take care. Next item, Mr. Torsha.
So we just got for other business update on research of independent RF engineer consultant.
Okay. So, and I'll ask Nina to jump in on some of this, but as you can see, she's done a great deal of homework. She has researched and gotten information from 3 different consultants. She's provided us with information from the Cape Cod Commission on one of them. We've seen an example of some of the work product on one of the individuals. We've seen the resume or curriculum vitae from a number of individuals as well. Thank you very much for your hard work on that, Nina. I don't know if we need to make a decision tonight on who we might want to hire. And the one thing I wanted to kind of get clear from some discussion is, do we want to wait until Verizon submits their new application and we open the public hearing on this at our April 5th meeting? Or do we wish to perhaps move ahead, retain a consultant that we can agree on, and then that individual will be ready after the submittals to after the submittals by Verizon in the first hearing on April 5th? What's the board's pleasure?
I would suggest we at least wait until they file, because if they don't file, we can't charge them. And no consultant is going to want to do any work with us until they know they're going to get paid.
Yep.
So that would be my thought.
Yeah, that would be my sentiments as well.
Okay. Does anybody have a preferred consultant based upon the information that was forwarded?
Russ, if I could just add one thing
Sure.
first. Regarding two of them is at your suggestion, I reached out to my PVPC contact and they sent out a blast, and I got some information back from one planning consultant who has been a planning director and worked on the private sector. And she said to look out for broadcast engineering versus design engineering, and has said that there was a case where David Maxon was the consultant and it went to court and the judge dismissed his testimony as an expert witness because he didn't have experience in design engineering, although his CV lists other court cases where his expert testimony was accepted. So take of that what you will. And then
So-
I did back, oh, sorry.
So George is very familiar with PVPC. Who was that individual who responded?
I sent it out to Jacinta Williams, and then the woman who responded back with that tidbit was from out in Eastern Mass as a planner.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can't hear you very well, Nina. I don't know if you can speak up a little bit. Get closer to your mic.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just saying that a planning consultant sent back some information regarding a court case that she's familiar with where David Maxon was dismissed as an expert witness because the judge felt he didn't have the correct background.
Can you share who it was at PVPC who?
It was
that?
it was a retired planning consultant from Woburn. Her name was Betsy Ware.
And so someone from Pioneer Valley Planning Commission referred you to that individual.
She sent out my request to an entire listserv, and that was just one of the responses that I got back.
Okay, good.
Can you tell me who that was you were working with at PVPC, just for my information?
Jacinta Williams.
Okay.
All right. So now that she sent it out to a further group, just makes all that more sense that we not make a decision this evening. We obviously can wait until the 15th, at a minimum to be able to do that. Does anybody have an issue with that? Okay. All right. Nina, what else do you have?
I heard back from one other company verbally, not they didn't send any resumes or scope of work. But the verbal stuff that she provided closely mirrored everyone else's scope of work.
Okay. All right. So we have kind of cleared the way we're going to pay the bill. Essentially, Verizon's going to pay for it up to $5,000. Anything in excess of that, they wish to have right of review. I I didn't see anything in there that would likely exceed that amount anyway. But we are, as I've said during the past, the town will be driving this train on the selection and the description of the consultant in question. So, and just for the public's knowledge, so we do have a vacancy for the Director of Planning and Community Development. There will be interviews this week for that position. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe at our next meeting, we'll be able to announce an appointment and we can move forward with things. So Nina, our March 15th agenda, what's it looking like?
There's the definitive subdivision approval for Happy Acres. There's a special permit for the conversion of a manufacturing facility into a private gym. And there's the special permit amendment for Canine pets, which was approved in November.
Yes, so just so you're all aware, Canine Pets, you recall they came in and we approved a special permit, and essentially they were going to be doing dog training. And we had indicated that if you wish to do anything beyond that, he would need to amend a special permit. And it is his intention to come in and, I guess, lack of better phrase, doggy daycare. So he certainly is aware of the history of that property. Nina, through me, certainly asked him, I think, to reach out to the animal control officer, among others, to get some advice from the town, so to be able to answer some of the questions that we might have moving forward. So, okay. Any other business properly before the board? Hearing none. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Do I have a
I'll
second?
second what you said.
Okay. I don't think we need a roll call. Everybody in favor, say aye.
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 Have a wonderful night, everybody.